Keep the show going, because you know I will turn this into another Matt Cohen panel that you didn't ask for. Without further ado, we're going to bring on our next two guests. You know them, you love them. I love these guys. I just met them kind of a month ago, and I only got to talk to them for a few minutes, but they're lovely, lovely gentlemen. Roar like a lioness in the wild, trying to eat a hyena, and the hyena family's over there pissed off, and the lioness is over here going, "You can't stop me." I don't know what kind of sound that is, but make that type of sound for Oliver Stark and Ryan Stewart. Singing "The Boys Are Back in Town" when you walk out here. Come on. You don't want that. You don't want it. I swear. Just let it play in my head. It's more romantic up there. Okay, you guys know, I feel like last time I saw you in Chicago, you kind of got to feel this. You don't need me out here, do you?
It's always nice to have you.
We'll be alright without you.
I'm going to go backstage and sing an intro song, imagining these boys walking in. You guys have fun. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys.
How you guys doing? Fun day so far, yeah? You can stay. So I think we're gonna answer some questions.
Yeah, we have questions.
Before we answer can I just say one thing? In a meet and greet earlier, somebody accused me of saying a line in the show wrong, right? They accused me of saying Pennsylvania instead of Pennsylvania, and I was like, there's no way. So I went back to the green room and I pulled up the episode because I'm petty like that. You were right. Yeah, it sounded weird.
For sure.
Yeah, let's get to the questions.
Hi, my name is Ross, like the robot in Season 9. And I have a question for both of you. Before the crash in New Mexico, who do you think would have completed the CPAT, the physical exam for firefighters, faster? Season 9 Buck or Season 9 Eddie?
So the only reason I say me is because I trained Harry to do it earlier in the show. So it's fresh in my memory.
And he's a silver star.
That was a long time ago.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That was a long time ago. We would cross the finish line. I was going to say hand in hand. At the same time. Buck slightly first. That's a good question. Top that.
Are we doing the whole back and forth? Okay.
Hi. So my question is, do you think we can get any buddy scenes, or when are we going to get them together?
This is different from the con in Chicago. We have some scenes coming up. Yeah, we got the scene.
Yeah. We got a couple of scenes in that when we
Within. Yeah.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm really nervous, so I'm going to take a while.
You're doing great.
So, personally, I drew what I was getting autographed, but for you guys, what was the most embarrassing thing that you've ever had to, autograph for someone?
First off, your drawing was incredible.
Yeah, it was really good.
You said you spent 8 hours on it, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Somebody handed me a little placard that made me die laughing because it was my character in the Tidy Whities doing the whole dance. Wherever you are, I love you.
For me, it's not so much an embarrassing thing as much as are you sure you want me to sign this? Last one, somebody brought a camera, like an old vintage camera that they use and shoot on, and they wanted me to sign the back of it. This is probably worth something, and if I sign it, it might not be anymore. But I did it, and now it's on eBay at a reduced rate.
Hi, it's nice to see you guys again. My question is, I was wondering, is there any specific scene in the show where you guys feel like your characters truly became like best friends?
Say pretty instantly, to be honest. It's like after the first 2 episodes, right? Or, yeah, maybe just for Eddie. I don't know. I feel like it's gotten progressively more and more and more, and especially with the whole mother's boy, incident. So it's like you can really see that they're there for each other, and that whole like you can have my back any day.
Yeah, I think that moment, which I think is at the end of your first episode, right, where they see that they can trust each other in the field, and then I think it's deepened by, I think it's only like the next episode maybe, where like shows up for Christopher, and I think that deepened their relationship as well, the security and support that are offered in the single fatherness.
You almost lost it when you lost my son. You almost lost
I
it.
got him back.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Hi guys, speaking of tsunamis. Both Buck and Eddie go through some really personally difficult moments throughout the course of the show. And things your characters have said and done have stayed with me as a viewer. The tsunami episode actually stands out so much that I got a tattoo about it. I was wondering which storylines or story arcs have really stood out to you guys as actors where you really, really hoped it resonated with viewers and changed something in them. Or stayed.
Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe this is a case of recency bias, but in post the kidnapping situation, Buck developed, I'm saying it like you don't know, Buck developed a dependency on pills, and I think I really loved that. I think the intention of that was to show, firstly, how quickly that can happen, but then also how quickly, if it's done early enough, you can get in front of it. And I think it was a really great thing to get to be a part of this show. Like, ask for help if you feel like something is going in the wrong direction, and actually you can steer your way out of bad things the earlier you get in front of them. So, yeah, again, I know it's one that we just went through, and so maybe it's at the top of my mind, but for me, I think that was a really lovely thing to get to be a part of as an actor.
I would say we touched upon mental health quite a bit on 911. I always appreciate it when we do. But specifically for my character, the Dia de los Muertos one, yeah, that one was really hard for me just because I had lost my grandmother about a month, 2 months before actually like losing the grandmother on camera. And I never really fully grieved up until that moment. While reading the script, I got an opportunity to really understand, like, death is just the next, story, and as much as you're saying goodbye, you're also holding on to a lot of their essence, so they're never really leaving you. So there's so much impact from that episode specifically in my own personal life that I hope that the audience would get half of what I got from it.
Brittany. First of all, Oliver, as someone born and raised in Pennsylvania, I forgive you.
Pennsylvania? Okay, hold on. I said Pennsylvania, okay? They just clicked the sound.
Absolutely.
There's no way. I'm chilling. It doesn't matter.
So, it's officially been a year since Bobby died. If Buck and Eddie could say anything to him now, a year later, what do you think they would say to him?
You couldn't have died when I was there, buddy. It's great for me. Selfish.
was just gonna go with Daddy. I guess thank you for all the things you gave me, all the lessons you taught me, and for equipping me to do the things that I'm now able to do and be the firefighter and the person about to become, I think you would say. It sounds like my voice broken over there. I was yeah, but thank he really turned his life around and was the rock and the steady ground that Buck needed earlier in his career, and he wouldn't still be there if it wasn't for Buck.
To be honest, I think there's a through line for him and every other character. Him and Eddie, him and Hen, him and Jim. Specifically, you guys had that kind of like father-son dynamic, but he was definitely there for Eddie in some of the ways when his ex-wife passed away. When he had his own issues with losing his platoon, like everything that he was going through, it seemed like there was always something that he could lean on in his captain. And I think, if he would have that conversation with him later down the road, he would just say thank you.
Boyfriend and pretty little. Your way through a step up marathon, and we were wondering if there has ever been discussion of you bringing your dancers into 911. Like, can we expect?
They try with all the TikToks they do, and now I'm just giving it to Elijah. Yeah, there's never been an actual conversation. The closest we got to was in me in my underwear. You have to settle for that. Yeah, so
I was gonna go woo.
I would be totally open to dancing, but the thing is, you got to distinguish between Sean Assad and Eddie Diaz. Is Eddie Diaz a great dancer? I don't know. You guys want to see more of Eddie Diaz dancing? I'll dance, you sing.
The next question.
What is the most out-of-pocket thing you've witnessed Kenny do? I'm talking, I know you break dance randomly, like, what is the most out-of-pocket, what are you doing think he's done on set?
There's too many. Lately, I wouldn't say this out of pocket, but lately, for whatever reason, he calls us by our real names while we're doing our scenes, and he does
a lot.
Like,
Honorude.
I mean, Ryan, go over there and hand him the ladder. And it's just like, Kenny, come on, buddy. But it's almost like every other episode that he does it. So I would say it's out of pocket, but it's been pretty fun to watch.
Alright, so my first question is for Ryan. Is there anything that your character did that you wish they didn't? Like, for example, like the scene at the grocery store where he calls Buck exhausting. Like, is there anything you just wish that didn't happen?
It was exhausting.
Would you like to apologize?
He was exhausting. Who else was going to watch Christopher? I'm sure there's plenty of things. I mean, it's not, it's probably not good that you bust up your whole walls while your kid's next door. You probably shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I would say Eddie could have been better at, but I think that's the part that we all get to enjoy watching, is kind of his downfall, and then having the team help him pick himself back up and realize he's better than that.
And my second question for Oliver, but Ryan, you can chip in if you want to. So we haven't gotten any love interest for either Ryan and for either Bucket.
Okay, let me see where you're going.
I'm not going to be confirmed since I know you can't, but do you think it could be in the picture?
Do we think it could be in the picture?
Like possibly.
There's
And you said that was a question for Ryan, right? Great.
Well,
Sure. I mean,
go ahead, buddy.
It's always possible, I would think, as a TV show. No, look, it is. Sure, it's possible. It hasn't for a long time. I mean, Buck went on a couple of dates. Turned out they were a married couple. Unsuccessful. There's nothing on the horizon. See you in season 10. Yeah. Thanks so much.
So, you've been on like hundreds of calls on the show. If an emergency happened in your life, do you think you would be able to assist? Actually help someone?
Naively, yes. But probably no. But I like to think, I guess there are little things I would maybe think like, oh, I could do that. This is me thinking the world of myself incorrectly. Like, if I see fire department doing something, I'm like, I can help them. I could not. Like, the other part of my brain knows, like, I could not, and I'd obviously be a hindrance to them. But I guess there are little medical things. Like, I could do chest compressions. Yeah, go on.
Usually they break the ribs sometimes when they're doing the chest compressions.
Well, no one asked me to try them. So we had a scene earlier this year, speaking of chest compressions, that we had to reshoot. Because we did chest compressions, and when I tell you, it would have been the worst thing you've ever seen ever. We looked so dumb. Because we didn't want to hurt the person, so we were doing it so like gingerly. And they said, we're going to reshoot this. And we're like, what do you mean we shot this scene? Like, and they showed us the footage. We're like, can we please reshoot this? You do not want this on air. So we did, and gave it something. But yeah, so now, post reshooting that scene, I think I could do some chest compressions.
I was in one instance where I did have to do a couple things. I was coming out of a gym. A guy had just fallen off his treadmill, hit his head against the wall, and passed out. And I'm walking past, and I go, don't be that guy. You can't say shit. So I kept walking, which is just as bad, mind you. And two other people grabbed the guy, and they started doing horrible things trying to save him. And I knew that was not the right thing to do. And I did know that we needed to check his blood pressure. We needed to stabilize him a little bit, enough for him to start But I did get his blood pressure. I got him to a healthy position, and I did wait for the actual EMTs to come, and everything was fine. So I did a couple things.
Do you think he fell off the treadmill? Because he was like, that was wrong, he's lying. He was like, what?
Probably.
Hi, I'm Gabby. Yesterday was my 27th birthday.
Happy birthday to you!
Which does unfortunately mean that last year Mom died on my birthday. My question is, what are you guys going to personally do to me?
So have you seen the Step Up movies?
Oliver's gonna perform one dance for
does that mean it's a year yesterday?
Should we give her a hug? Yeah?
Go on, let's go.
Now some chest compressions?
CPR?
Happy birthday.
Aww.
Sorry that Bobby died on your birthday.
Buck and Eddie's favorite colors.
Red.
Red, blue.
Jump on that step. It would have been suing. Hi.
If you could direct an episode in a different style or genre than 911's typical style, what genre or style would you pick?
Film noir.
I was real talk, I was about to say that. Hey, co-directors. I was really going to say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wait, no. Just asked if I was thinking. gonna say, yeah. I would,
Were you?
yeah, because it could be like. That was maybe we should have directed it. I'm not sure we know what film noir is. But yeah, I guess we have a joint answer on that. Season 15. Look out for it.
What's the Anderson version would be nice too.
Hi.
Hello.
So, a minor character did die last year.
You said minor?
I was like, wait, who else died?
If we were going to bring it back, in what way would you think would be the most fun, even if it's extremely unrealistic?
Probably in Buck's dreams.
I feel like that is a realistic way.
That's a realistic way, for sure.
What about?
Give it to us.
He has an identical twin. And it turns out that he's also really good at firefighting.
Don't boo that.
You can woo. You can woo.
We did the doppelganger thing.
No,
that didn't work out too
that
well.
worked out well. And then we just decide amongst ourselves, look, we'll just take him in. We'll pretend none of this ever happened. And he's like, oh no, my name is Greg. No, your name is Bobby. You're our new captain. What should I do? That's
Fake
why I'm
Bobby.
on the right as well.
Fake Bobby.
No, just Bobby. I don't need it. I don't need it.
All right.
Hi, my name's Cody. It feels obvious in the show that Buck's career trajectory is going towards captain eventually. The question so, what do you think Eddie's are? Because they've never really touched on that in the show. Like, what are his career goals and aspirations?
Oh man, good question. There was an opportunity that.
Yeah, you should say it.
I don't think they'll like it.
Oh.
I don't think they'll like it.
All right, if you don't like it, it wasn't right there. There was.
He's gonna get booed.
There was an opportunity where Eddie was going to be Athena's partner. Over from the LAFD to the
Why didn't it happen?
Pass. One pass got a lot of moves, all right? It didn't happen because Bobby was dying. Yeah, we had to make room for Bobby's death. Yeah.
Captain's assistant.
Fuck no. Yeah, I had no clue what Eddie would be. He'd probably maybe just want to retire, to be honest.
Paramedic to retirement?
Paramedic to retirement, yeah, and then have Christopher take care of him.
He is old.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Haley.
You're in the full get up. I love this. Wow.
It
Sorry.
says Diaz on it.
It says Diaz? I love it even more.
Diaz with an S. I spelled it wrong.
Yes.
First, I just wanted to say the storyline with Buck killed me, and then the ending part with Sam. It was so funny and it brought me back to feeling good. But what I wanted to ask is, as a sibling, I wanted to know like what how you feel about Maddie and Buck being so close. Because I'm very close with my siblings.
I love it. I have one brother in real life and love him very much, but we've never been like close, right? We were always just into different things growing up, so it's not necessarily something that I had. And so getting to explore it on the show with Jennifer of all people, like I have so much fun. And anytime, because as is the way of the show, sometimes we'll go a few episodes where we don't necessarily have a scene together, and then whatever we do is just instantly back together and like, I missed this, and we love working with each other. So yeah, it's truly one of the highlights of the show for me.
Hi, I'm Max. Ryan, I brought the art of Eddie
Kenny in December who you assigned.
That was you. You get to know that.
I asked this question to Kenny and Aisha. Ryan, this is for you. Oliver, chime in if you have thoughts. Ryan, if you could have a dream blood rotation with anybody in the 118 or 911.
Oh, she said.
Dream blood rotation?
Anybody in 911, who would you have it with?
I mean, Kenny, probably.
No, characters.
Oh, character. You know what? I think Bobby would be fucking hilarious. Yeah. Bring him back to great. Maybe that's how he comes back. And he smokes so much he starts to see Bobby. I realize it's not real. I like it. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Athena.
Athena? That's what Kenny said.
Oh, I take back.
Thank you guys.
Hi, I'm Allie. I think I speak for everyone here when I say thank you so much for making our Thursday night so enjoyable. Also, great job these past few episodes. Nashville was awesome. So my question is, what is your favorite scene from over the years that you have done with Gavin McHugh and Kate Chris Diaz?
Oh man, I kind of go back to one of my first scenes I did with him, which was dropping him off at school. And actually, you were there because I remember I was yet to be an actual father. I was kind of freaking out if I was going to be a good dad or not. And I was just doing the scene with him, and I kept on having these outer body moment experiences. Being like, oh my God, one day I'm going to have to drop my kid off at school. And I started getting all emotional. I just didn't know how to handle that situation. I'm like, oh, and then the wave of fear came over me, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be a good dad. I don't even know if I'm good enough for this. And I just leaned into Gavin, and it really enjoyed spending time with him. And he just made everything that much better. And I actually remember him coming up to me and being like, "You're gonna be a great dad."
Aww. That's it. And it's true. For me, it'll be the tsunami scenes with him. Like being in the water with him and doing all the stunt stuff. And he was, how old was he when he joined the show? 7 or 8?
Yes.
So, that was the second year, so he's maybe 8 or 9 as a kid, and going through these stunts with us and in the water. And I'm like, accidentally bumping his head off the fire truck in the water. It was just so sweet game, and it was such a fun experience. And we were down in Mexico shooting it. It was just a really fun thing to experience alongside a kid that's seeing all this stuff for the first time. Gavin said that was his favorite too.
What a traitor!
He didn't mention the school scene.
Hi, I'm Ariana. Before I say my question, I just want to say I love you guys so much, and when I met you earlier today, you guys were so kind. But my question is, what is your favorite season and favorite episode, and why?
9 is batting pretty well. Season 9 is, I think it's pretty up there.
I would say so too. It's got comedy, it's got everything, to be honest. I know last season was pretty good. Aside from the dead, it was still pretty. It had things, but I would say, yeah.
Don't let them change your mind. If you like season 8, that's fine.
Season 9 for sure was probably one of our strongest. That's for sure. It just has so much layers to it.
Yeah, I mean, I love the early seasons too. 2, 3, 4. The pause is not because I was trying to work out what comes next. But yeah, I do. I think 9 is really strong. I think it's come together really, really nicely, and we have 2 episodes left, and I think they will continue to be in the same vein.
Yeah, the Nashville crossover was one of my favorites though. And same thing followed right after that was the Mother's Boy episode. It was like bang bang, you know. Yeah, so season 9 for those 2 reasons, probably one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say I love you guys. And speaking of Nashville, do you think that Buck and Eddie should form firefighter games?
Yes. Sure. Come on. And you know what? Thank you. We would have won.
Yeah, we actually had to slow down in real time for them.
When that ladder climb,
Yeah.
and you kept on being like, Oliver, you gotta lose. And I was like, I'm trying.
Remember when they kept on putting on my clothes and we were like,
Yeah.
slow down, buddy, slow down.
I don't know what to do. But I'm trying.
It's hard to be second place.
We're not very competitive. We don't care. We would have won.
Hi, my name is Samantha, and before I ask my question, my dad is a first responder for 36 years.
Wow. Thank you for the incredible.
I cannot be here tonight because since last year she's been going through 3 different types of cancer.
You're okay. Yeah.
It just was.
We got you.
Take your time.
You want to ask the question with us right here? Yeah.
Specific Buck and Eddie scenes that felt heavier emotionally than on the last screen.
That felt heavier than it played. You know, I think we've had a lot of heavy moments throughout the seasons. I don't know if there's any that feel heavier in the end, but I definitely enjoy the ones that do feel heavy. You know, to me, such a big part of their relationship is the fact that they can share that heaviness and they can be with each other's support system. And I think that's a true sign of, you know, feeling supported by those around you. So I really enjoy the moments that they do, you know, have that heaviness together and feel safe in that heaviness.
You going through your pill moment, I didn't really talk about it too much, but I lost my aunt because of that. So I kind of feel some of your grief. But I don't know if it actually hit me until I saw the poster. And I was like, oh, that's what she was going through. You know, it was silent battles, but she wasn't able to lean on people and she didn't know how to communicate that. So for us to have that being showcased in our show, to reach out and share whatever that pain is you're going through, the people that you trust, was just eye-opening and heart-opening to myself. Going around?
My name's Rhiannon. I had canon that Buck is obsessed with space, so how did he feel about the Artemis 2 mission?
Wait, what?
The Artemis 2 mission proved to him that the moon landing was not real. Because how come now we're just like floating around it, but 40 years ago we were able to go on that planet? And I'm not a conspiracy person, but that, I mean, I'm speaking about, but that one, like, I don't know.
I mean, on is different than around.
Well, yeah, but how come now we can't go on? Sorry, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to fight. But you know it's a good point.
show you'd like to see make a reappearance?
Yes.
That was good.
That was great. Yeah, where the hell did they go?
And for everybody that can't hear him, Eddie's sisters is what he's reacting to.
Yeah.
Your sisters?
Had sisters, maybe they died too. I don't know. Eddie's late to everything. Yeah, Eddie's sisters for me. What about you? Don't talk about my sisters.
I don't know, maybe I thought the firefighting pair-ups with the Lucy Donato character was cool. I like what she brought to the team within the job. I don't think that would ever happen, but yeah, maybe I think she was a cool character. I think she fit in really well.
Hi, my name is Raiden, and my question is, what would Buck and Eddie now, what advice would they give to Buck and Eddie when they first joined 118?
Get out of my space, Eddie.
Got you at my back.
I think it feels cliche, but I do think it's an apt answer for who Buck was when we first met him. Of like, maybe it's not. I don't want to say like the whole "he's gonna be okay" thing, but you bring stuff to the table. You're enough. Like you've got the goods. Like don't feel like you have to push so hard.
I think Eddie now would go back to Eddie past and say it's okay to feel. Yeah, he had a hard time with emotions. There was a lot of masculine endeavors that he had to push through, and understanding that again, he could lean on his team, his family, was just never possible in his earlier years. So I feel like if he could just go back and say, it's okay to grab, it's okay to feel.
I'm Laura, and I asked the same question in Chicago, but if you could describe the rest of the season in a song, which song would it be?
Rescue.
The Cardi B song.
What happens in the last 2 episodes?
Please tell us.
It's a bit. I was just complaining about this in private earlier. When somebody asks you like a song and you forget every song that's ever been written. So I'm gonna go with this is the I'm gonna go with Eye of the Tiger.
Such a bullshit.
You'll see why.
Don't look into that because none of that makes sense. How would you Smooth Criminal?
Same.
So this is for Ryan and Oliver. Obviously, you guys have great chemistry in character and out of character. So, outside of the realm of 911, is there any other dynamic duo you guys want to bring to life on screen?
Step Up 7. Just kidding.
Is that the audition?
Yeah.
You said bring back Moose? He's my new Moose.
I think we could. You, MMA fighter, me, trainer. Come on, stop hitting like a baby.
Eye of the Tiger.
Tune in for episode 18. No.
You talking about like a pre-existing duo? Like
No. I think he means like what kind of like would we want to be on a road trip to? Or, I don't know.
Can we get some clarity?
He's busy.
He's busy.
He's talking.
He's not even listening to us.
What if Oliver was your Don Quixote to your sword?
Ooh. Asked and answered, because we were flaming.
I'm glad you didn't say I was Sancho Panza. If you read Don Quixote, he's the like weirdo on the side. He's just like but yeah, okay, yeah. You don't know you read Don Quixote? I'll be his role. All right.
Hi guys, how are you? I am curious to know, as Ryan and as Eddie, Oliver, as Buck, what would your top 4 letterbox movies be?
Ooh, the top 4 letterbox movies. Yeah. It's, so they do this thing. Where you have your top, like your favorite, you're basically your favorite 4. Is it the 4 that you've watched the most, or it's your 4 favorite movies? Okay, we might have to do this together because we ain't got time for 8. Alright, Buck loves. Ooh.
The Lion King.
Oh, thank you. 1 for Buck.
Yeah. And oddly enough, Zorro.
2 for Buck. Pineapple Express.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason, Eddie's given like he's a Bruce Willis fan. Armageddon. Yeah.
Step Up. But with Channing Tatum. You didn't think the sequels.
What was it? Underworld?
Okay, let's go. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kristen. I've seen you before, obviously. Before I ask my question, Oliver, I just want to let you know, like, pick your poison. You were so good in that episode. As someone who's dealt with it personally and like, through my family, like, the way you portrayed, like, addiction, like, withdrawal, like, amazing. Like, if I had any, I'd give you right now. Obviously. Okay, so my question is, I asked the same thing that Aisha Penny, like, so I know, like, 911 is a super inspirational show for people, like a comfort show. Is there a show or movie that's like a comfort or inspirational like movie for you that you, like, you know, that you keep going back to?
Scrubs for me. Now that they came back.
Have you watched the reboot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really good. Like, really good.
It is. Yeah. Like the original.
Yeah, no, I love the original. I haven't watched the reboot. Maybe something like The Office, easy to throw on, and just, you know, always feel good, always a laugh to be had.
Hi, Amanda. So Buck and I over the past 8 years have kind of developed a co-parenting dynamic with Chris. So I was just wondering, out of the two characters, who cuts the better sandwich shapes?
Who cuts the better sandwich shapes? People have spoken.
Wow, so quickly too.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Eddie, you know. He doesn't have the flair. Eddie's like, you gotta eat your crusts. And I'm like, no, cut that shit off and make it look like a star.
You're the baker.
It's true. Yeah. We're gonna get that in the show.
Hi. My question is regarding plot lines that your characters have had for both of you. Was there anything that ever felt so out of character that you had to really challenge yourself to bring it about and like change your mindset?
There was one where I was arguing, this is recent actually, I was arguing with the director because Sam had come in and like, Eddie should be fucking up in arms. Like, his best friend's spot, absolutely not, you know?
Fuck Max.
But yeah, clearly Eddie was just a little bit more lighthearted about it. So I had to kind of just work around it and like secretly hate him.
No, not really. In the sense that but I more mean it in the sense of like ever-evolving people, and sometimes there are things that are new, but I'm like, oh, this is like just a new facet of who he is. And it's fun to kind of find ways to thread things that feel different into the character. Where might this have come from? What has led to this change in his mindset? So, yeah, I think that out of character is maybe an unfair context that is needed or growth that has happened. So yeah, I try and view it through that lens instead.
Ooh, also I didn't see Eddie being a cheater. Yeah. That one took me off, don't I won't talk about that. The doppelganger.
Hello, my name is Emily. My question is there something that y'all purposely messed up or like went off script for because you know your characters better that mistake that kept to the show?
The writers are pretty collaborative on the day if we want to be like, what do you, maybe this line instead. So it's not so much going off script. There's definitely, in the Mother's Boy, in the diner scene with the whole fork in the neck thing, that was not necessarily scripted, but I know that I came up with it, but it was like, oh, we needed to build to a higher, because remember there weren't many lines in it, it was only a quick back and forth, but we needed it to build to a point where it would be like everybody in the diner is like, what the hell is going on with those two? So we had this big paragraph come in via text of like, say this, but it was like a rough, say this kind of thing. So that was maybe like a little bit, like every take was a little bit different, a little bit thrown off. Fork in the neck might have been a little bit. What was it?
There is something coming up that I ended up having a conversation with Tim Minear about, and he rewrote a lot of it and changed it for me. So it's not so much me coming up with it again, it's more so insinuating something and trying to like ask the right questions to see if it makes sense. And then Tim just takes that bit of information and runs with it. Now we have a whole new storyline for Eddie in this last couple episodes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So now that it's officially canon that Buck and Eddie's birthdays are one day apart, do you think they've ever had a joint birthday party? And if so, what was the theme?
Wait.
It's canon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's from Eddie's hospital bracelet.
Buddy System Podcast says it's not. Wait, tell me.
So from Buck's coma dream, it's your birthday, and then Eddie's bracelet in the episode when he was in the hospital.
But is my one in my dream? No, because I wasn't in the hospital in my dream.
No, it's like
they put my own birthday in it? That's crazy. Wait, and then when were you in hospital?
When the fuck's my birthday? I'm a Leo? Okay. Yeah?
He's younger than me?
Yeah! I like this. You know what? Season 10 opener. Our birthdays.
That's a mistake.
What should the theme?
Cowboys.
You said dinosaurs? Cowboys and dinosaurs.
Cowboys and dinosaurs.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm a huge fan of Bobby and Peter, so I was wondering how has Peter influenced you both in your acting lives?
I think Peter's one of the most gracious, professional, wonderful people to be around. We used to joke that like, oh, you can tell Pete's mad if he sighed. If it was like, it's like, oh, something's upset Pete. Because he's so open and just understands the process and has such, patience for everybody. Watching him for 8 seasons, that was really amazing to just see the way that he conducted himself, on set and away from set, and just a wonderful, peaceful man.
Yeah, he's an incredible scene partner. I miss that the most because some of those more emotional scenes that Eddie and Bobby had. I always think about where Eddie is talking. His wife just died. And, he was gonna ask her to marry her, and it just didn't work out that way. And he just started wailing. Peter gave me something so subtle throughout that entirety of that scene that it was just a sounding board, to be honest. He was just so still. And it was almost as if I was talking to my own parents and being like, I just need to release this. And I felt safe. So that kind of thing doesn't happen with every actor. So to have that kind of strong essence without doing much says volumes about his acting.
I did ask this question to Aisha and Kenny earlier, but I just want to see what you guys, your answer is.
Don't worry, we're going to speed run it. Everybody's going to ask real fast.
If you could change anyone's storyline that it does not include Bobby dying, what would it be?
I don't know the speed run thing, but away quickly. This one, man. Say something in that, don't worry.
What was the question again?
Who else is on the show? I would have made Eddie a cop. I'm joking. Maybe Angela something. I don't know.
Can we get back to you?
Yeah, Matt's here, which means we have to speed run.
I'm feeling stressed.
What do you got?
Speed run.
Do you think Abby's ever going to come back for Buck?
No.
I do not. Thank you for your question. What do you got?
As a future arson investigator, do you think there are any characters that could possibly be an arson investigator?
Jimmy.
Buck. I think Buck could be into that. Thank you.
Oliver, how do you feel that the entire cast put soccer mom all over you?
I'm done. It was messed up, and I didn't take it in the good faith that I should have. I got a little bit too dramatic over that. But I'm over it. I don't even care. I'm over it. Hey, what you got?
Hi, what animals do you think that your characters are?
Lion. I was cheating. I heard the L and I jumped in.
No, I would say wolf.
Hi, my name is Tony, and first, I love you guys, and thank you for coming to New Jersey. If you guys weren't actors, what careers would you guys have?
MMA fighter.
Convention host. She makes it look so damn good.
And suddenly I'm jobless, folks. Where's our final question? Is it over here?
We got.
The greatest and best question of the weekend coming at you now.
Hi, you guys. My name is Buck. So your dynamic duo, are you guys aware that the whole community's, your theme song is Bad Omens by 5 Seconds?
Wait, what? We have a theme song? No, not aware, but we'll listen. Bad Omens by who?
5 Seconds of Summer.
We will listen. They did what? They tore it up. Doesn't matter. I would know, we're not aware, but I will listen. Bad Omens. What? 5 Seconds of Summer. Bad Omens.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you,
Love
Bob.
you too. All right, last but not least, and I'm just going to ask this question because I asked it to everybody else. It's kind of a serious question. Don't put that pressure on me, damn it. Once upon a time, I worked in Entertainment Tonight. I asked this question to any of the actors, any of the directors that I sat across from. Go back before you got your first break. Go back when you first came to town, you first got in that audition room. What do you tell that young man walking in, given all the wisdom you've gained now in the process of Hollywood?
I've actually been thinking about this recently. I would say enjoy the quiet times. that you think are like, oh my God, nothing's happening for me. Oh, why can't I get a job? Oh, I just live in this tiny little shitty apartment. I can't, like, I miss that sometimes. I miss the, like, just nothingness of it and the quiet. And then people used to say to me, like, enjoy the struggle. Yeah. And I always used to be like, what do you mean? Like, that doesn't make sense. But now I'm like, oh, there was a lot of things about that time that I look back and I actually really love.
Well said. Ryan, what do you got?
I would say back then I questioned myself so much and I had an identity complex that I had to go seek out so many different variations of life. And I think I would have just came back to myself and said that you already know who you are and trust yourself. Because there's things already innately in you that got you to be the leader, step up into this new thing and thrive in it. And it's everything you need is already inside.
Damn! Guys, make some damn noise for Oliver.
Thank you for your questions, everybody.
Thank you.